for everybody. Illidank squad versus Fox Gaming should be a pretty interesting one here in Division 1. Samuru going to be the ban out here on Infernal Shrines. No shock there. Just a completely broken hero right now. One that you kind of expect to see in that initial ban phase every single time. So that is going to be the ban out here to start off for Fox Gaming. Illidank squad going to think long and hard about this Malfurion ban. Or whoever else they want to ban. I mean, you never know. I'm actually realizing I have one other error in here. Let me go ahead and get that all fixed up. There we go. All right, so it is going to be a Sylvanas ban out here for Fox Gaming. So choosing to leave Malfurion open here. Sylvanas is very good on this map with her ability to aid the push of those Punishers, shutting down those towers as teams attempt to bait those Punishers over the wall, tear them apart. Those front gates can be shut off long enough to take them down. But actually, Fox Gaming is going to elect to prioritize the Tychus. Pretty surprising. Tychus is decent on this map, but not usually a first pick. He does have the nice ability with that grenade to be able to pick off a few of those skeletal defenders here and there to poke them out and grab them. Also has good solid damage on those Punishers, be able to melt them down should they go the other way. And is just in general really, really good in the format right now, which is very heavily concentrated around the concept of having double tank. But they do leave that Malfurion open, and Illidank squad is going to take that right away. Good sustained healing for these shrines, decent wave clear, CC, heals for days. It's Malfurion's pretty much the full package right now. I'm a little bit surprised that Fox Gaming would pass on that at this stage, but we'll see if that comes back to bite him or whether or not that pays off for him. They are going to choose to go Zarya, which is an interesting pick into the Tychus. You usually don't see a whole lot of teams going with single tank Zarya, so a little bit surprising to see them pick that up in this stage. But she is pretty powerful right now. Did get a little bit of a nerf after her initial release, but still one of the most powerful frontliners in the game. Good solid tank, good sustain, and ability to... it is a good map for her to be able to absorb some damage, feed into those orbs. Brightwing going to be the pickup here for Fox Gaming. Very solid healer choice to counter the Malfurion pick. Brightwing, other than Malfurion, probably has one of, if not the best support, the sustained healing in the game. Wait for last pick, Murky. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. We'll go off like we did at BlizzCon last year for Cloud9. But ETC going to be the pickup here, also for Fox Gaming. So Brightwing, pretty good for those sustained heals. Ariel, another option in that regard. But Brightwing with the global presence, you get a lot of extra out of that. Still solid wave clear. And ETC, very, very good for zoning purposes. And we've seen a lot of ETCs going stage dive recently. That's kind of the new meta. So we could see double global here. But right now, no real strong counters to Mosh Pit. So we'll have to see what they go with here. But the Alarak and Kerrigan bans coming out here. So Alarak, a pretty solid ban. Something that you really don't want to see paired with an ETC that can slide in and really start to enable that Alarak. Kerrigan, the ban out for Fox Gaming. Kerrigan, very, very good on these shrines. Has one of the best abilities to clear for these shrines that you could possibly imagine. Plus, the way her shield buildup goes with her passive being able to help self-sustain with those Malfurion sustained heals can be quite scary, but instead they're going to go with Illidan, which may have been their plan all along. I mean, I don't know if we could have had any clue that an Illidan pick was coming in this situation. You could even say that we were not prepared for Illidank squad to make that pick, but it is indeed going to be an Illidan. Another hero that's really good at self-sustain, does get the passive leech along with that cooldown reduction when he's slapping things around, and Malfurion's regrowth on him can really help with that quite a lot in that sustained as he dives. Those heals last forever now since the Malfurion update a little while back. And Gul'dan going to be the pickup for Illidank squad. So a very good wave clear hero in Gul'dan. Also very scary to be used in those horrify situations when you're in closed quarters on these shrines. So that's a good solid pickup. I really like the Gul'dan pick. It's something that we saw Denial Esports attempt today, actually, in the HGC tournament against Korea's finest and MVP Black, but that did not turn out well for them, as I recall. But this is not exactly MVP Black that Illidank squad is going against. No offense, Fox Gaming, but they made a lot of really good points about how he can get a lot of value in building up those stacks on that that sustained damage ability that he's got. Not super familiar with Gul'dan names, but the spell names, but corruption. If I had to take a guess, it's probably something along those lines. Arthas coming out here, and if you can't have Sylve, Arthas is a good poor man Sylvanas, especially when he's up in that bruiser position and doesn't really have to take the sustained ult. When you can go Syndragosa, you can shut down those towers and still get the same kind of value that you get out of Sylvanas. Not the same amount, not to the same degree, but you can get the same kind of benefit that you do. So that's a pretty solid pickup. Plus, he's got really, really good wave clear. He's got good CC to pair with ETC and Brightwing to enable Tychus and whatever other damage dealer they want to pick up here. Could decide to go double support, but I don't really see that being the case. They are going to go with Kael'thas, so it's wave clear for days over to the side of Fox Gaming. And wait, win, damn it, what? What ish? I'm not playing, I'm just casting. Calm down. I already won, okay? I won. It's over. Anyway, we do have one last pick here for Illidank squad. And Zarya and Illidan on that front line, Gul'dan and Malfurion in the back line. You got to think this is going to be another backliner. They could go. They are going to go double support. Is that really Morales and Malfurion? Let's see. It's okay. It's Tyrael. Okay. Don't scare me like that. I mean, you talk about sustained for days, you know. So, it is indeed going to be Tyrael, not Lieutenant Morales, for that last pick, which makes a lot of sense on that front line. You got triple front line, good wave clear, good pressure, but I think Fox Gaming has got a pretty decent advantage in this draft. I think they've got superior wave clear overall. I feel like they've got the only position I really see them being beaten here is in the healing game. Malfurion has a little bit better kit right now, I think, than Brightwing for the situation. The global presence, I think, is something to be respected, though, for Brightwing for sure. And that Tyrael pickup instead of the Morales, they could decide to go Hunt and Judgment, which is really nice to be able to go on those backliners. But Arthas and ETC, two solid peelers for the side of Fox Gaming. I really like their draft. I really feel like they have outdrafted them here, not by to a degree at which I don't think Illidank squad can win this match, particularly considering that they seem to have gotten their favorite hero, their mascot, if you will, in the demon hunter himself, Illidan. But we'll have to see how this turns out. Again, a very interesting turn of events with that accidental Morales pickup that is indeed Tyrael. Do not adjust your sets, folks, or maybe do, because that is not a Morales. That is indeed Tyrael. It does look like these guys are pretty much readied up, just waiting on one more from the side of Fox Gaming to get in here so we can get this match started for you guys. Division 1, Infernal Shrines. Should be a pretty fun one to watch. We do love Infernal Shrines here in Heroes of the Storm. It's one of our favorite maps overall. Very solid, balanced map. There we go. And we are loading in here on Infernal Shrines. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. This should be a pretty fun one. And Fox Gaming and Illidank squad. And like I said, I feel like these are two solid teams. I do like the dive potential over on the side of Illidank squad. So they are going to be chasing for days if they can get after it and get these kills rolling. Snowball early. They could end up with a solid finish to this match. However, I do think that the wave clear is definitely superior over to the side of Fox Gaming. I think the CC they have is going to be pretty decent at countering the dive potential. They're going to be able to peel for these backliners. It's going to enable Tychus, especially with Zarya and Tyrael out there. Tychus and Kael'thas, two heroes that are pretty good at punishing divers. But we are going to go ahead and introduce these two teams. On the left, we have Illidank squad. Team Captain Rookie is going to be playing Kael'thas. We're going to see Milk and Cookies going to be playing the Arthas. Promag on ETC. Bidhorns on the Brightwing. And Bazurghai is going to be playing Tychus. Meanwhile, on the right, we have Magellan is going to be playing that Illidan. Voodoo King on Tyrael. Lamar is going to be playing Malfurion. Captain Star is going to be playing that Zarya. And Chest Looter is going to be playing Gul'dan. Does look like we're going to see a little bit of a split up here from the Illidank squad. Meanwhile, over on Fox Gaming, they're going to go ahead and come to the mid, see what they can find. Ultimately discovered that nobody's coming to meet them in the mid, and they're going to instead go for a little bit of a cheese here in the top. Not going to be much, you know, if you don't have a Sylvanas, there's not a whole lot you can do, but Magellan's going to go in on this. Gonna risk getting rooted there by Arthas, but Milk and Cookies does make that rotation up. Will force the back off there, and right away they're going to start this rotation in. Meanwhile, it does look like it's going to be a bottom and mid rotation for the side of Fox Gaming. They send Arthas I should say, Kael'thas to start that, but Chest Looter with a nice little juke of the stuns. Chromog even missing, getting into tower range, going to take a ton of harass, and no mobility on that Gul'dan, just straight up juking him the old-fashioned way. His Chromog down there, or Chest Looter, I should say. My mistake. So we do see a nice rotation here. Both teams are doing a pretty good job of not missing any soak in either of these lanes. But Chest Looter is caught out here. He's going to be trying to escape through this bottom. Going to try and get his juking shoes on, but I think there is no way he's going to be able to get out of this one. Lamar trying to come in around the back to try and help out here, but that is going to be first blood going over to Fox Gaming. That rotation paying off, being patient, making sure to punish when they did finally catch him out in that bottom lane, pushing a little bit too far, trying to put a little too much pressure on that Brightwing. And look at the work that Illidank squad has got done in this top lane. They have been able to push this entire front wall down. This is going to pay dividends for them later on in the game. One of these Punishers will spawn in the top, and they are not going to be able to bait over the front wall should the side of Illidank squad pick that up. And with Kael'thas being and coming back here for that mana, they're not even going to start to contest this. We still see them out in lane. They're going to go ahead and clear that mid, push it into the wall. A little bit of soak going to be missed by Illidank squad, but they've got all 5 members in here committing to this hard. Already 21 minions up here, but the slide is going to come in, and the focus comes in on Malfurion, and he is going to go down. First kill, or second kill of the game here, going over to the side of Fox Gaming. A nice CC chain to be able to take that out. And without Malfurion, they're not going to be able to sustain on this as well. 15 behind still, though, as they continue to try and poke this out. And a double CC chain there. Captain Star and Voodoo King getting completely locked down. A third kill, even a fourth kill there. Gul'dan also going to fall, and some pretty incredible plays coming out here. They are going to go ahead and start to send a few members back here. Milk and Cookie's completely out of mana, but Illidank squad surrendering this this Punisher after committing to it so hard in the early part. They're going to go ahead and start to send members out to soak, and it is going to be won by Fox Gaming. They are able to come back in here, and with some of those brilliant CC chains, able to take a few members down and get the big victory here in the mid lane. And the Punisher going to start that CC chain. Look at the lockdown potential. Captain Star going to barely walk out of this and just barely missing on that grenade, as Berserkai almost got that from over the wall. Eventually the heals are going to come in, but again, the slide in from Chromog to follow up that Punisher is going to be real. That's going to be the 5th kill. And Fox Gaming really showing off the CC potential of this comp and the ability to follow up. And that will be the one that they don't follow, as Captain Star did get jumped on by that Punisher, but choosing to go ahead and back out in the situation. Magellan just waiting, chilling, well, Magellan. Wait, no, I screwed that one up. I apologize, but Chromag is looking for Voodoo King here. Voodoo King is caught out, and here come the CC chains. The Polymorph comes down, and oh, they actually Chromag must not have had slide in, because he is able to Aldruin's away. I thought for sure that was a dead Tyrael, but the root's going to come out actually on Binhorns. They go in on him a little bit, but not quite the CC potential yet for the side of Illidank's squad. But Illidan going down in that top lane, getting a little bit too overly aggressive with Milk and Cookies up there. Going to get taken out. So 6-0 on the kill board right now. Fox Gaming dominating here in the early part of the game. Milk and Cookies doing a nice job of just passively allowing this soak to happen, really avoiding any sort of ability for the side of Illidank squad to really know where he is to rotate on him. I really like that. A lot of members in Heroes of the Storm don't really understand. They don't have to actually be hitting anything to soak XP. It's just enough to sit within vision range as they die passively in the lane, going toe-to-toe with each other, to be able to pick up the XP on those minions. And that's exactly what Milk and Cookies is doing, allowing this to be pushed back, staying very aware of what's going on the map, and just in general not risking anything when he can't see exactly where all the members are. So meanwhile, Rookie is going to go ahead and take this. Both teams timing their camps pretty well here. We are going to see the side of Illidank squad clearing up this mid before going ahead and heading up to the tribute. And again, just working on their Chinese bush meta here is the side of Fox Gaming, acting as just these walking wards, being able to grant vision to the rest of the team, keeping tabs on where they are. But full rotation and commitment to this bottom lane is Fox Gaming. They realize that there's a good chance that this next Punisher is going to be in the bottom, and they've already softened up the other forts. And not having level 10 here, not wanting to risk going in on this shrine. But we will see the side of Fox Gaming taking a very, very similar approach on the other end. Going to go ahead and clear up this top lane, which is going to pretty much guarantee themselves this top fort, as the Punisher is being slowly picked up here by Milk and Cookies. Only 3 away now. That is going to be coming out soon. Voodoo King facing a little bit of CC there from Chromag and Rookie. Gonna have to back up here, and Berserkai actually going to go in on him fully, as he's able to get a lot of damage out with that Tychus harass. And the fort is actually going to go down before they get anything started, with the aid of that camp, easily able to take it down. This Shaman camp still at full health here. He's going to be waltzing right on in with the Punisher in this front wall, with the CC coming out, with the CC chain coming out. Syndra Gosa also available, though Arthas a little bit behind on the rotation, going back to heal after capturing that. But are we going to see it coming out? It does look like he's positioning for it right away. It will come out, and they sidewall to go ahead and come in to try and get in on this. And Magellan, way in the back, is actually going to be in a ton of trouble here. Polymorph is going to try and friend or foe his way on out of here. He is going to be able to get out for the moment, but actually goes back in. The health so low, and that is going to be a keep going over to the side of Fox Gaming, not able to deter the Fox Gaming out of here. Is the side of Illidank squad. They will be able to clean up the Punisher, but Fox Gaming is going to walk out of here realizing that they've gotten what they wanted, and they've got those cannons spawning in that top lane for the rest of the match. We will see them popping on out of that core and pushing that top lane all match long. An 8-minute keep here for the side of Fox Gaming. They've really been dominant thus far. Got to give credit to Illidank squad. They're not giving up at this point. They realize that that top lane is a ticking time bomb throughout the match, where they get another Punisher in that lane, and it could be really bad. But of course, this last Punisher was in the top, so we're not going to see another Punisher in that lane for at least 2 rotations of the Punisher phases here. So it's not over yet, certainly. But CC Chain coming out on Voodoo King is going to use that out Ruins to go ahead and get out of there. But we do see the side of Fox Gaming committing very hard with this Cosra Camp in the bottom to soften it up here. Very good strategy, because there's a high likelihood that it is going to be in that lane. And the Cinder Gosa coming out here, they're going to be able to lock that down. The Twilight Dream coming out from Malfurion will be enough to halt that advance a little bit, but ultimately Gul'dan is going to be the first to fall here, and they are going to go ahead and collapse and commit in. Magellan is going to get CC'd and blown up, and fighting a little bit too hard, I think, to try and save this fort. They were still down the 13 talents here. There's nothing they could really do, particularly with Zarya up in that top lane. Committing a little bit too hard to the defense there. Voodoo King is going to get caught out once again. The CC Chain coming down, and just the ridiculous amount of bursts coming in. Rookie and Berserk High just doing so much damage with the follow-up there from those CCs, and going to be yet another kill coming out. 9-0 now for Fox Gaming, as they have been pressing all match, and they're just not letting up. You know, they could even rotate to this mid front wall and try and get this keep value. But at this point, without Tyrael, it's going to be really rough for them to be able to take this. They're actually going to send Berserk High to this top lane to soak. They're not even going after this shrine. They realize that level 16 just around the corner. Not a whole lot of places that they can safely soak right now, but they are going to go ahead and get this Shaman camp in the top lane to be able to pressure and push and give Illidank squad something to worry about, as if the top lane wasn't already in enough pressure with those cannons spawning. But we do see they are going to go ahead and fight here before it's picked up. Twilight Dream, nice Twilight Dream to get in there and get a lot of silence coming out there from Lamar, but ultimately Voodoo King is going down here, is going to go ahead and put out that Sanctification, but the Chromog is going to go ahead and slide in, get a ton of CC down here. Rookie is very low on the back line, and Magellan's actually going to go in to get that first kill. Chromog stage diving into his own doom there will be the exchange, but Kael'thas, alright, no, actually, that's my mistake. A 2-for-0 exchange there for the side of Illidank squad, as they are able to turn that around. As soon as they had Kael'thas down, that is much of the damage for the side of Fox Gaming, and their core is under pressure. They're going to have to clean this up, but the core does still have its full shields, but 3 cannons and the Shaman camp is going to have to get cleaned up, but Chest Looter more than capable of doing that, and this is going to be the first Punisher of the game going over to the side of Illidank squad, being able to take advantage of a little bit of a misplay there by Fox Gaming, engaging before they had their level 16 talents, before they had that big advantage, and this is exactly what they needed for the side of Illidank squad to be able to try and stay in this game. They will pay the Punisher over there, though, for the side of Fox Gaming, and without Gul'dan here, not a whole lot of siege pressure that they can put on here. They are going to get the front wall, but that is going to be it. Getting a little bit closer to level 16, though. Illidank squad did open themselves up the opportunity to clear their core, avoid any core damage, and be able to catch up in the XP race. I think that's going to be a really big deal if they do end up being able to come back in this one. But they got to be careful. 2 members caught out here. Stage dive is going to come in. Chromog will be able to slide in to get that CC chain started on Lamar. A sanctification is going to come down to try and get him out of that situation. But ultimately, a lot of damage taken, and the pressure is on here. Illidan is in that top lane getting that Shaman camp, and that is going to result in the rotation coming in from Fox Gaming to get this keep. They are pressuring it, and it is falling to that Draken laser drill so quickly. They're also able to get Tyrael on the back end there, but slowly but surely this keep is falling, and Chromog committing to it here, as is Rookie. They are going to be able to get it down before they back up here, but we do see the Horrify coming out to try and forestall the retreat. But ultimately, there's too much sustain coming in from Bidhorns there, able to keep everybody with just enough health to be able to get out of that situation. And that is going to be the second keep of the game, going over to Illidank squad. Very nice job by these guys, you know, using the initial pressure. They didn't get any kills. They didn't get a pick out on Lamar in that bottom lane from that stage dive and CC chain combo on him, but they pressured him to have to back up off that far enough that they were able to push in and pressure and get the keep and even get that Tyrael kill. However, level 16 has been achieved here, but this is a very scary moment. This is back against the wall time for Illidank squad. We saw that earlier, that when their backs were against the wall and they really needed to fight, they are capable of winning a team fight. They have picked up level 17 here. Even talent tiers only 1 level down, but it does look like they're going to go ahead and get this started up here. But they are baiting it hard at this point. They are waiting in the shadows, and it's not going to be scouted out there by Captain Star. Milk and Cookies going in deep on that. He's going to be taking a lot of harass from Chest Looter there. And the Horrify is going to come in. Very nice splitting up the team, and Berserkai is going to be the first to go down there on Tychus. Magellan trying to get out of that situation with very, very low health, but a nice shield coming in from Captain Star, being able to keep him alive, and that sustain is real between Malfurion and Zarya on that Illidan. That is going to be a 3-for-0 exchange. Rookie and Chromag not quite done fighting this, but what they might not know is the fight is over, and that is huge for Illidank squad. Doing an incredible job of being able to keep their heads in that situation and win that team fight in a big, big way. Getting the sustained from the Tyrael shields, the Zarya shields, the slow but steady ticking heals of Malfurion, really enabling Magellan to be able to do what he does best. They've really lived up to their names here and found a nice solid comp to build Illidan around. Quite frankly, this comp is Illidank. Like I said, this was the fight they needed when they needed it. A Punisher pushing into their top lane would have been very, very scary. But we do see that Fox Gaming does have the opportunity to be able to defend here. They are not giving up just yet. They go ahead and bait the Punisher over, are going to get a ton of damage laid down on it before the wall goes down. But we do see the side of Illidank squad pushing in here. Fox Gaming doing a nice job of pressuring them off, but Milk and Cookies very, very low. Will get that clutch blink heal in from Bighorns to be able to keep him alive in this situation. And the return Syndragosa, it does look like they're going to go ahead and re-engage on this. And nice ice block there from Lamar to keep himself alive, but the slide is going to come in to finish him off. The CC chain coming out to be able to take him out, but it is going to be a 3-for-2 and a 4-for-2 exchange, as Chest Looter is going to have to walk away with this situation with none of the rest of his team alive. Very nice response here from Fox Gaming, as they were continuing to try and pressure that keep after the Punisher went down, and Fox Gaming made him pay for it. And it does look like they're going to try and take advantage here Level 20s have been picked up, but without their frontliners, I'm not sure if they can end here, but they're thinking about rotating to it. Really, they could just try and get some advantage here on the bottom, and that it does look like what Bidhams is going to actually go after here. Is Berserkai and Bidhams going to start working on this front wall with Rookie as well. A good chance that they could take the keep here. They're going to go ahead and throw the Phoenix in and start throwing their abilities on in to clear this. The minion wave is not quite here to soak the damage, though, so they're just going to go ahead and be satisfied, softening it up. They're going to go ahead and back up and start to try to paint the map their color. But everybody is coming back here, so this match not over yet. Quite a thriller going going on 18 minutes here, where Fox Gaming's so dominant in the early part, but Illidank squad has really come alive here in the back half to be able to take advantage, and it is going to be in the bottom lane. So another shot for Fox Gaming in a lane that there is no keep. But a Rookie getting caught out here is going to be silenced by that Twilight Dream and annihilated. And the Sanctification coming down in that tight spot. Very, very nice from Voodoo King. And that is huge. Illidank squad able to get those 2 picks out here. Brightwing and KT completely gone. And Chromog, it's just a matter of time with Magellan being able to chase him down. Now the only question is, do they go Punisher or do they go Core? As they don't have any keeps opened up yet. But almost an entire minute on ETC. They've got to take advantage here. This is the advantage that they've been looking for. You might not get another team fight like that in this match. However, the core is under a ton of pressure here. 4 catapults in the bottom, in the top, 1 in the bottom. Gonna have to be cleaned up by Gul'dan here, but there's nobody better in the game as far as wave clear goes, so he's able to do that fairly quickly and easily. We are going to see Magellan going ahead and working on that camp. Captain Star pressuring in that mid lane to try and keep them off for now, while Lamar and Voodoo King picking up this Punisher. It is going to be a Punisher pushing in this bottom lane, which slowly but surely being cleared out a little bit more by Chest Looter, but having to go back and forth because these catapults are pushing in these 2 lanes. Not something that Illidank squad has been able to put on the board yet is any of those catapults. But it does look like he's going to go ahead and abandon his endeavor in that top lane, despite the fact that they've got another wave pushing in. It's going to be stalled out a little bit by that next top wave coming out, but ultimately something that they're going to have to clean up because the second wave is coming in. Can't let Windians get too much done here, but they are going to go ahead and bait this over. Voodoo King actually going to think about Aldruinsing over at this point. Is going to go ahead and do that. He does have Sanctification, and the sidewall goes down, but a really, really nice job by Fox Gaming being able to bait this Punisher over and get a lot of value. Chromog is going to slide in, but it's going to be jumped on by the Punisher. Sanctification coming out along with Magellan, throwing out that Metamorphosis, but not a whole lot of value there, as we just see Fox Gaming going ahead and backing out in the situation. Cindergosa comes out along with Stage Dive, and that is going to burst Illidan down here. Nice burst damage coming out on him, but 2 heroes going down for the side of Illidank squad in response, but it does look like they are going to have to back out in this case. They are so low here. Chromog is going to receive that phase shield from Brightwing, but Bidhorns is going to end up paying for it here. The Ice Block is going to save his life for a little bit, but ultimately is going to go down here, and Chromog's going to have to back up. This keep is going down, and on the board goes Illidank squad. They're going to go ahead and get that, and they're looking to end here. They are actually going to go on in and start to pressure this core. Tychus and ETC are still up. The Stage Dive coming in, and they're going to go ahead and get in on Chest Looter. It looks like it's going to be the main focus here. Captain Star getting a ton of shields, though, and it's just too much sustain here. They are able to sustain through in this situation. However, we did see Chest Looter going ahead and going back to clear. They aren't able to make their way through the shields, so we are going to see Illidank squad backing up, and another opportunity for Fox Gaming. They lost that fight before the Punisher, and this match is going to go on. I have to apologize to another team that I'm supposed to cast for here at 840, but we're still going here on Infernal Shrines. So, I don't really know what to say. I just have to apologize because we started a little bit late, and as matches occasionally do here on Infernal Shrines, where the map objective not exactly the strongest in the world, very predictable. We are still going. Chromog gonna go ahead and come on in to steal this camp that Magellan was working on. No other members of Illidank squad were there, so it's gonna be an easy steal for them. We are going to see the Metamorphosis coming out here. The Horrify also, as they focus really hard in here on Milk and Cookies, and he's going to go down. Without Arthas, this is going to be a really rough go for them. Yet again, losing a hero in these rotations right before the Punisher phase. Also, with the we do have double camp coming in here, though. This is a scary scenario that they're going to have to clean up with. Yeah, we're actually going to see Stage Dive coming in. Rookie and Chromag are going to go ahead and pressure the core here. While on the other side, we do see them chasing off here, but base race is on. Chromag and Rookie think that they can do this, and they may be right. 59%. And meanwhile, the Bees are going to go ahead and come out for the side of Fox Gaming, while they are going to be able to chase them out of these. Oh, Rookie is going to get caught completely out here. Going to be able to get some damage down on the core, but oh, this game has just been blown wide open by Illidank squad. They're doing a nice job of responding to that aggressive camp take, but look at the there is no way that they can get this Punisher. They have to go core here. The Punisher is not going to do them any good in that mid lane where there's still a fort, there's still a keep, and they can go core here with just the two frontliners left. But it's an extremely slow rotation. At this point, they are starting to risk themselves a little bit. And we'll have to see if this works out for them. But all 5 members are alive here. Tyka's just now coming up, still 8 on Brightwing. So this could still very well be the end. The other side is safe. Out comes the Stage Dive with the slide, though. But Magellan should be able to keep this going all by himself. The Polymorph coming out. They're going to be able to get a lot of damage down, but it's not going to be in time, and it is going to be Illidank squad being able to win here. The split focus there from Fox Gaming, just a little bit too aggro with those 2 members going out, losing Kael'thas and ETC like that, in those team fights because they're going core. Just not something that you can do. They did get the core down to 50%, but very nice response from Illidank squad. The constant pressure coming in from Fox Gaming all match long was not enough to deter them, not enough to break that concentration, focus, and composure, and they get it done. So congratulations here to Fox Gaming, taking the win over Illidank squad, or I should say congratulations to Illidank squad, taking the win over Fox Gaming. Very nice match from these 2 teams. Very entertaining, back and forth. Really, really long match. That's where you start to see the composure breakdowns, or after that 20-minute mark. And as much as I'd love to do some talent analysis, I will go ahead and give you guys a snapshot of it before we go ahead and cut out. But I've got another match that we got to cast here in Division 1. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stream restarted here in just a moment. We'll be back with another Division 1 match in just a moment.